I found it by accident. A tube of lubricant wedged beneath the passenger seat of my wife's car. I stared at it longer than necessary, the rain tapping against the garage roof, my hand frozen in the shadows. It wasn't ours. Not something we used, not something we needed. My pulse didn't spike, my throat didn't close. I simply understood. And then I slid it back where it had been, except I replaced it with something else. Industrial glue. A quiet experiment. Not for her, for me. Because betrayal isn't proven in words, it's proven in the silence afterward. For weeks I carried the image of that tube in my mind. I measured her every move against it. Her sudden showers after late nights. The faint cologne that wasn't mine lingering on her hair. Her laughter at texts she never showed me. I never asked, never accused. Questions are for the weak. Instead, I studied her as one studies a subject under glass, a creature unaware of the scalpel poised above. Every smile she gave me felt thinner, stretched over something rotten. Every kiss was colder, performed. The car was her world, her sanctuary. If the glue vanished, if it was replaced again, I would know. And when the truth came, I promised myself I would not scream, I would not shatter, I would simply end it. The glue disappeared 2 weeks later. She said she was working late. I tracked her phone instead. The tower pings didn't place her at the office. They placed her across town, in a residential street I'd never been to. I drove there once, parked in the dark, watched her silhouette move inside a stranger's window. Her movements weren't clumsy, hesitant, they were practiced, familiar. I didn't confront her, I didn't knock on the door. Instead, I documented. Receipts left crumpled in her purse, a second credit card under her maiden name. Phone logs scrubbed, but not thoroughly enough. Each piece built a mosaic of disloyalty. Each night she came home to me, her horses in bed, calm. The storm wasn't in my hands, it was in my silence. The evidence was undeniable when I had it all assembled. Photos, bank records, GPS history, and the DNA test, my final cruelty to myself. The child I had raised for 5 years, not mine. I placed the results on the kitchen table, beside her coffee mug. When she came in, she froze at the sight. "What is this?" she whispered. I didn't answer, just slid the page closer. Her hands trembled as she read, her lips parted. "You weren't—" The sentence strangled itself in her throat. I didn't blink, didn't breathe. My silence said more than rage ever could. I pulled the rest of it out then, the receipts, the photographs, the second card. Laid them out like weapons, one by one. Her tears came fast, her excuses faster, but they collapsed under the weight of the evidence. "You don't understand," she choked. I tilted my head, almost smiled. "No," I said, my first word all night. "You don't." Her face crumbled. She reached for me, desperate. I stepped back. Rejection is sharper than any blade, and silence is deadlier than any scream. I left her there, surrounded by the ruins she had built with her own hands. The house is quiet now. She's gone, though her calls still try to reach me. I don't answer. I don't need to. Power isn't in exposure. Power is in withdrawal. Letting her rot in the echo of what she destroyed. The child? No, not mine. I will care for still. The betrayal was hers, not theirs, but her shadow has no claim here anymore. I feel no pity, no sorrow, no rage. Only clarity. Because in the end, the tube under her seat was never about lubricant. It was about truth. And I had already glued her fate shut the moment I found it.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.